Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be taking you through on how to file VAT returns in the current ATM system. So first log in, you log in into the iTax system. You put your PIN and password, and you can click the arithmetic to confirm that you're not a robot. Once you've logged in, you go to returns, file returns, then you will say VAT returns. It's the kind of return you're going to do. Then click on next, and then you go and download the auto-populated VAT return schedule. Once you have downloaded, open it so that you can fill the required information in the Excel sheet. After opening, your information, your PIN number, the return period, head office, and the dates should be automatically be there, but you could verify and enable the contents of the Excel sheet so that you may be able to edit. And then on the basic information, ensure that you've put the start and the end date of the return. For this information, it's 28th February 2025. Then you asked whether you are a resident and non-resident. You say no, you're not a non-resident. Then you click on next. On next, you're going to put the information of your sales record. General rated sales. The general rated sales are those ones which have been charged 16%. This is my invoice for the sales for the month of February 2025. So you have the PIN of the purchaser and the name of the purchaser. You put them there. PIN of the purchaser. Make sure you put the PIN correctly with all the digits correct, because if you do it wrongly, the Excel sheet is going to automatically deny you from proceeding to the next level. And then you put the name of the purchaser, the owner of that PIN that you've put. For my instance, the name of the purchaser, I put it there. Make sure all the information is correct as per the ETR receipt, and the receipt is generated in the new ATM system. Could be the ETR or and then you put the PIN number, the invoice number. The invoice number is the CU invoice number, just below the barcode scan. You will see it written CU invoice number. For my case, that's the CU invoice number, not the serial number, but the CU invoice number 0172. So you input the invoice number there correctly. After you input the invoice number, the next information that you're supposed to do is the description of the goods or services. Is it supplies? Is it cleaning services, security services, supply, construction? Whatever your invoice is about, you input in the description of the services. Once you've done that, the next is you put the taxable amount, the amount without the VAT. The amount without VAT, for my point, this is 180,800 shillings. You input there, and the VAT will automatically calculate itself, reflect in the Excel sheet as it is in the ETR receipt. And then once all that information is correct, you click on next. Once you put all your purchases, that's just one. You could put many more. The next is zero rated receipts. You put them there. They also have exempted receipts. You put them on that schedule, and then from there now we go to the general rated purchases. Now your claims, all the receipts that you've claimed, you've bought, you've given out your PIN number, they've put it in their system, and they have updated in the ATM system. So the type of return could either be imported or local. For my case, it's local. And then I bought from Never. So you input the PIN of your supply or the place that you bought from, the PIN. You can see my receipt says very well it's from Brian Bovey, and my PIN number, because I gave out the details when buying. Make sure anytime you purchase, you give your PIN number so that they can update it in the eTeam system. If you don't give your eTeam's number, when you try and claim a receipt, it will automatically decline. So for my receipt, I put the PIN number of Naivas, and then the name of the company is Naivas Limited, and then you input the date of the purchase. Everything is in the ETR receipt, so you just take it from the ETR receipt, and then you input the invoice date and the invoice number. The invoice number is just the CU invoice number, and then these receipts normally you can see them. So once you've bought, it's always good to make a copy, because they become blurry very fast. You make a copy so that you can be able to recover the details that you're supposed to input in the Excel VAT returns Excel sheet. So you input the invoice number. After that, you put the description of the goods. Mine were our catering equipment or utilities for the catering services, that is. So you put also the VAT, the amount without the VAT, and then it will automatically calculate the VAT in the Excel sheet as it is in the ATR. So you should always try and compare to make sure that they are tallying. From there, we have the zero rated purchases, and then the exempted sale purchases. You come back now to the final part, where you're supposed to put the previous. If you have a negative from your previous returns, you input it here. If you have any withholding, you also put it in the Excel. If you don't have, it's 00. To be able to check your previous returns, to know the negative that you had, you just check on the previous returns, and then you put there. Once you've done that, you upload the Excel. After you validated the Excel, you upload it from where you've saved it in your computer. You upload the Excel. Normally, after you've put every information that you had, the sales and the purchases, you validate it. And if it has a mistake, the Excel sheet will automatically tell you there's an error, and they will direct you where the error is. If there's no error, you save it in your desktop, and then you are able to capture it from where you have saved it. Always know where you have saved it, so that you don't have problem like losing it or not being able to find it. Always, when you're making your purchases, make sure you give out your PIN number. And then once you've done your sales and you've done your purchases, make sure you update your ETR machine with the internet or Wi-Fi, because it has to be updated in the eTeam system. If not, when you try and put it in the Excel sheet and upload it, the system will automatically tell you that they don't recognize the ETR because it's not been updated in the system. So always ensure after every receipt that you produce, you connect it to the Wi-Fi to update. So you get your Excel, you submit, and then you will have an acknowledgement of your returns. With this acknowledgement, you download it for your bookkeeping. You can save, print, and then the next step after you've done all your receipts and you have the acknowledgement receipt is now the process of the payment. You generate a payment
19,008 shillings. So you go back if you want to make a payment.
So normally you will go to payments, and then payment registration. After you go to payment registration,
you're going to click on
the details will be there. Just click next.
Through the e-payment, you click on
then
next.
Now you will have to put the information, which kind of return payments are you doing.
Then it's going
like
to
the tax head for
details. So from there you say what do you want, what's the tax head? The tax head is VAT. What is the subhead? The subhead is value added tax. What is the payment type? It's a self-assessment tax. Self-assessment tax is the one that you've done on your own. And then you collect the mode of payment.
The returns for my
case, they're going to show you the returns that you're supposed to pay. For my case, it's all for February.
Once you've selected,
2000, you click on it.
You add.
Once you've done that, you click on add.
Once you've clicked on
add, it will ask you, do you want to add details? You say yes. and then you now select the mode of payment. Your mode of payment
methods
is either other payment modes or RTGS. Other payment modes could be M-Pesa, and then you submit. Once you've submitted, you'll generate a payment slip which you will go to each to the bank to pay your VAT. There's also an option of paying it via M-Pesa, and then you pay your VAT returns.
And pay for your VAT for